Anyway, here we are backstage at MUSINK Festival. How's it going, everybody?
It's going.
Excellent.
All right, well, here at Bionic Buzz, we're all about people's passion. Where'd your passion for music come from? A certain album inspired you to be in a band, or just naturally for you as a kid?
For me, I think it started with like early 90s hip hop.
Oh, really?
Like I really like, and like late 80s, early 90s, like hip hop and like MTV and stuff. Like I liked that, and that's the first kind of like music I loved, and then for some reason it like transformed into like metal and punk rock.
Oh, wow.
Because I felt like it was like underground. Like early hip hop was kind of underground,
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like how like metal is at times and hardcore and stuff like that.
Wow, so I love asking the question.
That's cool. I remember I had an older sister, and she used to play Misfits and like Danzig, and I remember like being a little kid, like I don't know, like 10 or 11, and being like, what is this? Like, this is awesome. Put it on again. Yeah. So that was probably one of the early, like the Misfits were probably one of the early bands that I actually like took notice of and was like, this is different. This is cool.
Danzig was my first concert.
That's cool. That's fucking cool.
I only knew one song going there, and also
right.
just the mother one.
Concert. For me, it was my mom was a stay-at-home mom when I was in elementary school, so I'd come home and she'd have all like the doors open in the summertime, like cleaning the house. So she had all of her old vinyl from when she was younger, and it was all Sabbath, Zeppelin, Nugent, and then she had like country sprinkle in there, like Waylon and all that stuff. So I got into that, and then that got me into music. So I was listening to my parents' music growing up, and then I heard punk music for the first time, and I'm like, I'm sold.
Very cool.
Then you become a pissed off kid just because you don't know what to do with your life, with your hormones. So you hear the first band that screams and has like some sort of breakdown, and then you're gonna find hardcore. Yeah. So
very cool. Has anyone ever come up to you and said like you guys inspired them to be in a band or anything like that?
That's
so
happened.
cool.
That's happened. Yeah, that's cool.
We're old, so
Yeah.
by now there's like.
By now there's been a couple really shitty bands because of us.
All right, well, we are here at a tattoo convention thing. What was your first tattoo? Do you remember what it was and where'd you get it at?
I don't remember.
Mine's super appropriate. I got a nautical star, so I'm sure there's probably nautical stars being tattooed right now.
Yeah.
So
that's
cool.
I got a lower back tribal, and it's awesome. I have a total tramp stamp. So tramps unite right
I
here.
think for guys now it's called a champ stamp.
It's a champ stamp. Cool. I'm into it. And you know what? It's like, it was my first. I was 14. That was forever ago. I'm 38. So I'm not going to get that shit removed. You can't get your first fucking tattoo removed unless it's like a racist tattoo or like something along the lines of that.
Yeah.
What was yours?
I have a pretty sweet flame on my ankle.
The blue flame?
Yeah.
Put it
blue
out.
Flames. Yeah. Lots of your legs on fire jokes. It's pretty good. So.
How old were you when you got?
17.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I found a dude that was willing to give me a tattoo underage, so I'm not going to say her name. But yeah, that was it, and I could cover it with my socks, and my parents didn't see it.
Cool. So let's talk about your latest album. What was it?
Love Will Kill All.
Love Will Kill All.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, it come out last year. So my favorite song is Slave, though. I remember listening to it. I thought like the CD was skipping. Like, I remember back in the day, the lyrics.
Yeah.
So that's such a cool. Who thought of putting that in there?
I guess I was like producer and myself.
Yeah, cool.
Like that little chopped up little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. But yeah.
Who did the artwork for the cover, too? It was really good.
The artwork was, man, that was through Imperial Media. They did that whole deal.
Okay.
So, yeah, man.
Very nice. Cool. And who produced it with you?
Produced it was Mick Kinney.
Nice.
He's done stuff like for Emotionless in White, and he's in this second record with him.
Okay.
And yeah, he's just awesome. We gel together, we vibe for sure.
He's a genius.
Yeah.
He's like totally inspirational when you're working with him because he loves music, especially like heavy music or weird shit. He just loves it. So when you're like recording with him, or he just is really motivational.
Yeah.
He's fun. He's fun to work with, and he's just like a Muppet.
I'm just still surprised that no one has come up to us and said anything about the Dixie Chicks cover that's like 20 minutes after the last song. No one's heard it. I would be surprised if people haven't said anything yet.
Wow. Is there really one, or
Maybe
No.
there is.
Well,
Maybe there isn't.
maybe a reissue? There'll be
All I'm
one.
gonna say is it sounds cool.
Yeah.
Very nice. So I guess we want to do a third album with him, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll do some stuff.
Mhm.
We just kind of want to like still kind of focus on like playing shows here and there and kind of get that like, yeah, that's
Okay.
kind of what it's all about. Like, we love playing live and it's fun and recording's cool and stuff and it's like studio time's cool, but really this is like where it's at, like being out here and like performing and kind of just sharing your gift, share your
passion.
gift and your passion
Yeah.
for people and try to get people to like you.
But we like
It's like-
playing live. Like that's the point. Like
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah.
you know, even though you got to write new stuff and we enjoy that. Like we're all about the show. Like
Yeah, man.
play the show. Be the performance. Be the heavy.
Doing a new record's always fun. I think this time around it was, we wanted to do a new record, but also we knew we were gonna do, I guess people call it the comeback. But
Don't call
there's
it a
there's
comeback.
something else to bring to it, not just hey we're getting back together and play shows. It's like hey we did a new record and we're gonna play some shows. If you don't like the new record, we're still gonna play old stuff, and it's a reunion, so
Yeah.
you get
Cool.
both.
So what coming up? Upcoming shows after this, then?
Right now we have a couple shows in Europe. We're doing a couple European festivals in Germany and Belgium.
Nice.
And really that's about it. But we're going to fill in the gaps in between, do a couple shows here and there. But yeah, that's next. And then after Europe, I don't know, maybe we'll fucking write some shit.
Yeah.
Do some old hip hop covers
Yeah,
or
hip-hop
something.
covers.
Yeah.
We got
Dixie
a,
Chicks?
we got a Journey offer.
Yeah, we got offered to open for Journey.
We said
No.
pick it up. You know, we've been
Yeah.
headlining for a year.
We need at least $500 to do this. You know, the $450 a night, and we need, for direct support, we need at least $500 to make it work. And they're not budging, so I don't know. We may or we may not do it.
What about Dixie Chicks? Did they offer you to open up?
They
Would you
offered
do
us
that?
to
I
tour
mean,
as well. They offered
re-
us a
re-
co-headliner.
Regardless of the fact is that I asked for Swedish Fish and they gave me fucking Sour Patch Kids. Bullshit.
Literally not the
Yeah.
same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Not.
Swedish
But,
Fish is the bomb. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole Dixie Chicks thing, it's kind of unfortunate. Like, they wanted to play these arenas, and we wanted to keep it in, like, clubs, and we just couldn't meet in the middle and couldn't work it out, so it's just not going to fucking happen. You know?
We had a
We
big
want...
fallout between. I can't remember if it was Dixie or if it was Chick, but yeah. We're still not seeing eye to eye.
We were supposed to, like, record, like, a record, too. Like, it was, like, a black metal country
Oh, yeah.
thing and do, like, a collab, and I don't know.
I
I
just
can
think
see
it's
that.
super. They pull up in a minivan. Like, not pro.
Yeah, they pulled up in like 3 mom vans though, like
Yeah.
mom minivans, like Honda.
Accord?
No,
No.
no, that's not it.
Navigator.
My wife has a Honda Accord minivan.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
there it is.
there
Hey,
you
there it
go.
is. Okay, cool. All right, see.
Or you could get the Avalanche, which is it's not a fucking truck.
Yeah.
People say it's just not a truck.
not a truck.
Oh, goodness. All right, well, guys, thank you so much.
No
This has
worries.
been a great interview.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for all the answers
Informational.
for none of the questions you asked.